Hey everybody, it's the last K Jumper here, Carl, your friend. I just was thinking about on my drive about the TV show Arcane and thought I'd just talk about it for a little bit. Not really going to go too in depth on this video, just was thinking about it. I'd probably do a more in depth review further on in the next couple weeks. But, anyways, so what I want to just talk about is my overall thoughts of Arcane. Um, the kind of three categories: what I thought about the story, what I thought about how it connected to the rest of League of Legends, and do I think it'll have a good story going forward. Okay, so the first part, the story. I thought it was overall a pretty good story. I liked Vive. I like how they told her story of how she was a street kid, how she had a lot of responsibility, um, how when her dad passed away, she took the blame and she went to prison for it. And then came back with the help of a police officer, and they tried to work through what's going on in the Undercity. Um, Jinx was an interesting mad character. I like how they played into her psychoticness. That was very well done. Matched a lot what you saw in League, so I appreciate that. Um, Oh, I think it was pretty good. Um, can't really have too many complaints there. Uh, Caitlyn, pretty standard. Not too much really changed from her personality, from my understanding, from what we see in the game and what we eventually end up getting as the character in the show. So she pretty much stayed pretty consistent from what I can tell. I thought actually the biggest change was to Victor and Jace. Because according to the lore, if my memory serves me right, is that Jace was a lot more self-centered than what we saw in the show. And Victor, I'm going to be honest, I never really read that much into Victor's story in the lore. So hold off on that. Let me go back and research it a little bit more. Though I did enjoy the few other extra add-ons, Vive and Jinx foster dad. I thought he was a pretty good add-on. I liked how they kind of hinted how he might be Warwick. I like that. Well done. Um, I kind of like, I can't remember the main villain's name now, but I like their addition of him and of the chick with the sword arm. I liked those two additions. I also liked the black chick in the council chamber. Thought that was well done. I also liked how Noxus shows up and all that. How it implies that she is part of Noxus and she might have some interesting allegiances there. So, I'd probably give the show itself a 9. It was pretty good. Yeah, it has some more. Oops, excuse me there. um, Current day storytelling items in there, but honestly, I don't think it hurt the story. I think it did a pretty good job. So that's my view of it. Lore and the show. I would give it an 8. There are some areas where I thought the show deviated from the lore, but they're so minute that I don't actually remember them off the top of my head. That's how kind of small they are. So I'm not just going to put that to the side. I guess one thing is that I didn't quite like how they made Vi and Jinx sisters. That was never really, as far as I understood, as an old League player, something that was never really confirmed. And I don't know how I feel about that. Also, I don't know how I like Vive and Caitlyn being gay. I don't really care. But at the same time, I feel like, were they always gay? I feel like that's just something that they've changed just to change it. I could be wrong, the kid would always be that. I wasn't that much of a Vi or Caitlyn player back in the day, and I didn't really get that much into their old lore. So they could have always been gay as far as I know. It just, when in this current day, we have just another gay couple, it kind of gets tiring. But they did well. I will say that. They did very well. So I'll salute them there. Um,
So yeah, I'll give that about an 8. And then what do I think about the story going forward? I'm pretty excited. The council room just blew up. I think the Jinx's rocket. I think we're going to see an all-out war between Zahn and the higher city. I don't know if everyone in that room is going to survive. I kind of got the feeling that Jace's girlfriend, she's probably going to be dead, maybe, or she's going to be heavily injured, where she's going to have to be modified to become more machine than human, and probably going to struggle through that relationship through next season 2, and then probably will just fall apart, is what I'm guessing. Vi and Caitlyn's relationship probably will deepen. Jinx will probably fall further into madness and become more of a leader in Zahn or something. Not really sure. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Arcane at the moment. As I said, this is just more of a brief thought, just something I was been driving around thinking about. So just want to make a short little video. So probably upload a more in-depth one later on that actually goes episode by episode, what I think, because it was a really great show. Actually, it's probably one of the only Western animations that I thought has actually been pretty good. Otherwise, if you're looking for animation, go to anime or manga. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. This has been The Last Gate Jumper. Thanks for watching. Bye.